Hi there. In this demo, I'll demonstrate the anti-fuzzing service. The anti-fuzzing service is primarily focused on the identification of API fuzzers. It has been designed to analyze API attack payloads and to determine their originating fuzzer. Now here, by originating fuzzer, I am referring to the API fuzzer that has been used by an attacker to generate an API attack payload. Now, by identifying the fuzzer used in the attack, the security teams can pick the right countermeasure, for example, schema hardening or authentication boundary checks, etc. And this is primarily the objective of anti-fuzzing service, where we have utilized artificial intelligence for attributing the attack payloads to the responsible fuzzers. Now, in this here, we will click on fuzzing, and then we will click on include service, and we can put any name here. For example, let's say I give 1. Now the service requires then API attack payloads to be listed in a CSV. I'll show you how this sample payload looks like. So for example, I click here, and let's say this one. I'll just, for the sake of demo, I will unzip it here and show you how it looks like. So I'll just copy here. I'll paste here. In the meantime, I will just upload the previous one. So now you can see the sample zip is there. I'll just create it here, and on the other hand, I'll show you how the sample looks like. So the samples are supposed to be in payloads.csv. So for the sake of privacy, while training the machine learning models, we abstracted and obfuscated the domain name, the username, API name, and API versions. These are how the payloads look like. Now, coming back to the demo, once I click start run, it will ask me to confirm, and now it is running. So upon the initialization, the fuzzer identification tool, it processes the payloads that has been listed in the payloads CSV, as I showed you just now. It identifies the origin of the payload and also provides detailed information about the responsible fuzzer. Now, as the status has been green, we can just click on the button here, and we can download the results here. Let me just open the downloads folder here. Oh, I can actually do it from here. Yes, okay. So I'll open the downloads folder here. I'll unzip it here. Okay, and see what it has. So we are concerned with this report that has been generated, and primarily we are concerned with the results here. So now these results, they include the payload. That means the payload that we provided to the anti-fuzzing service, specifically the fuzzer identification tool, the identified fuzzer, and this is the name of the fuzzer that our machine learning model identified, that this payload has been generated by this fuzzer which has been identified. Apart from the identified fuzzer, we also have the fuzzer description, which provides you with the details of the fuzzer, including its methodology. For example, this fuzzer description provides details of the wrestler. So wrestler is a stateful REST API fuzzing tool from Microsoft services, and provides other details as well. Apart from that, it also provides the fuzzer repository. That means a link to the public repository where this fuzzer is hosted. So for example, if I copy paste this one to our browser here, so it will show you that Wrestler has been it's a publicly located here. So now with this I conclude the demo of the anti-fuzzing service, and I thank you for your attention.